Hey, what's going on everyone? My name is CJ and welcome to Exotic Nootropics update for, I guess, November. It's currently November 9th. We're going to start off with these nepenthes again. There's been a couple of changes. Hopefully I can get a little bit better camera work than I did last time, and we'll edit a few things as well. Okay, so in here, I'll give a bit of a description of everything that's going on. So this huge plant that you can see with the vine coming over here and another vine over here. This is a Rebecca Soper. So I got this plant maybe a year ago now, something like that. Maybe slightly less actually. In fact, a lot less. Wait, it's got to have been about 6 months. So that was a complete lie. So this is about a plant that I've had for about 6 months from a guy who was moving to America. He was giving it away for free. I grabbed it off him, no problem. It has grown quite a lot since I got it from him, and it is still growing now as it pushes up towards the light source. It's probably a bit too close to the light source at this point. Now what you can't see is this is actually broken into two plants. So if we go down into the jungle down here, there is, please autofocus. There we go, right. So there's one pot there which you can barely see because there is another plant growing out of it. And then down here is the other pot, which again, autofocus, please. If I zoom out, it seems to help. Oh, no, it autofocused out of it. Whatever, there's another pot now. Oh, there we go, down here. See, you've got two growth points there, and then there's also a basil coming off. There was another basil as well, which I have cut off, and I've started to grow that separately. That is currently looking to root, and it goes all the way over here, all the way up here. This is the same plant, and it's going all the way up here, and is now starting to hit the ceiling of the vivarium that it's in. So really growing very, very well. You can see pictures all over it. It's got some smaller ones, some bigger ones that I'm starting to die off. Over here we've got, I think, one of the biggest ones it's put out, a nice upper. So they tie themselves around everything, so it's quite a nice upper. It's got a good green to red gradient going on. I don't really mess with the plants much. This one has a nice little striping on the peristome, which the camera's not going to bother to focus on as usual. But yeah, it's a really nice plant. And then down here, we've got, I believe this is a Talangensis by Siboyanensis. This is another plant that I got from someone as an adult plant. And again, you can see it's got two growth points, which actually you can't see too well there. There's a growth point down there. You see it's gone black at the bottom. That black has not moved, so I don't know if that's the start of it getting woody or what. And then a nice woody growth point going up. Here you can see the plant has a ton of pictures, and they're really, really nice. We're going to be doing a photo shoot with this today. There's actually a brand new picture coming on this right there. So that's part of the Talangensis. It's coming up on this vine that is growing out, and then we've got another vine down here which is also growing out. We've got some really, really cool pictures though. They're all over the place, really great. We've got some plants that I have grown from being very small. So this is a I can't remember, god damn it. Something crossed with Burkeye. It's an Aristoloicoides crossed Burkeye. Hopefully I'm saying that correctly. And it is now vining really well. I mean, down here, hopefully the reflection's not too crazy. Let's see if we can find. There's a picture hiding right. It is literally a jungle. I mean, here's what I'm assuming is an intermediate starting to grow down here. If we can get the camera to focus. There. So there's a lot of pictures on this as well growing, and I think we're starting to get into intermediate territory. I will try and get a picture up for you just so that you can see it. Let me zoom out a bit. Okay, so here is a nice big picture just hiding down there. There's actually a lot of pictures on this plant. It's just I don't want to get absolutely destroyed by the reflections on the glass, to be honest. Then right behind that we've got a Cebuyanensis, which again I got as a much smaller plant. This is now also vining, so these two are kind of the same age. They're all vining together, so these two are doing really well, which is why they've got the canes between them. Then next to those we've got a new addition, which is a Burbage, one of my favourite plants, Burbage. So when one became available that was large, I grabbed it. That's basically how we do it. If a plant comes available that's large, then we kind of just go for it and grab it. Behind that we have some sort of a Raja cross. I'll be honest, I cannot remember what this is, but the picture is huge. I will get that picture out for you because it deserves some spotlight before it dies. So this is the picture on that. It's the biggest picture I've ever had, actually. We're not that far into this nepenthes journey, so this is the biggest picture that I've had on any plant, which is a monster. It is a hefty picture, but hopefully it's growing nicely. It's got another picture coming here, new tendril coming out, so should be really cool. It should be a nice big picture again, and hopefully a bit more colour on it, because that one's a little bit older. It might be a Vichii Raja. Don't quote me on that. Next to that, I don't know what this plant is. I do not know. So the thing is with these are very much just our collection. These are not sale plants right now. So I'm not sure on the species of some of these. If I do the actual research, and you can see them all on our website. Let me see if I can get this out. Oh God, this is not easy. Everything is a jungle here, so it does make it a little bit harder. This does deserve to be seen though, because it is an awesome picture. This plant dries up really quickly for some reason, so I have to water it a lot. This picture with the ruffles is really nice. This has to be cross Vichii. So I'm assuming this is the Raja Vichii crossed with something else. I have got some complex crosses, which is why I just don't know which one's which. It is, you can see, look, as I said, dries up very quickly, so it will be getting another watering today, and we have started to take on this half cane stuff, where we can put a cane in, allow the plant to be more stable, and grow up that cane. Here's another one, which was only added like yesterday. This is another complex cross, of which I don't know what it is. I don't know, but makes really cool pictures. I will find out what these are for future videos, so I don't look quite so clueless. The thing is, I'm not that bothered at the moment, right? I'm just trying to grow as much as I can, as big as oh, this one actually has a label. This is the complex cross. Oh, where are we? Yeah. This is Raja Burbage Edwardsiana, and that's what the picture looked like. B3902. So it's a Borneo exotic plant. It was obtained from another grower in the UK. He was offloading it from his greenhouse. This has pictures growing all over the place. So although it didn't have many pictures when I got it, it's got this really nice picture here. And then I think it has one down the back that's dying off. But getting to that is going to be impossible. And then in here, I think the final plant, is it the final plant? Yeah, I think I've been through every single other one. The final plant in here is a Spatulata by Jack Linier. which you can see here. Oh, where is it? There we go. Spatulata jacquelineae, and it is an EP plant. Now, from my understanding, EP plants are extremely hard to get. Exotica Plants is the nursery that created this cross. It's very famous, very, very famous. So as soon as I saw it available, obviously I grabbed it. It was also a decent price. I will try and get a picture up for you because, again, this is one that deserves to be looked at. Obviously this has just come in the mail, so it's not as nice as it would be, but that is still a beautiful, beautiful picture. It's got pictures all over it. Again, doing great, really nice plant. This is from a guy that's part of the same community that we're in, and he just does really good plants. So we do actually have another new picture coming up on that plant, which, there we go, just popping open. I don't know how well it's going to do because obviously it's been in the post and been disrupted, and now it's in a completely different environment. But we'll keep you updated on all of these. It's really impressive, the size of some of these and how well they're doing. We have had a couple of changes in here in terms of climate and things. Obviously we're going into the winter now, so some things will start growing better, some things will start growing worse. And then I'm also going to be starting to cut some of these Rebecca Sopas. So I'll be doing trimmings like all the way up the vine to create some more plants and make this a little bit less of a jungle, because we've got even more plants coming in that are more interesting, and it's just never ending, which is why we're doing these update videos. So down here we have some forgotten wonders. I don't know. So I did update on some of these last time. Oh, if I can get the camera in with no problems. So we've got a mojito, which I told you last time came in the post and was in an awful, awful condition when I got it. It is now starting to put a picture down, which you might be able to see there. It's hard for me to get in here because it's under. In fact, I might be able to pull it out a little bit. So along with that, we have, we have two Ventricosa crossed lowii. Now, the reason for this is a very famous cross. If we can, there we go. You still get the lowii shape and the lowii look, but it grows quicker and is a lot easier to grow. So we've got two of those. Hopefully one's male and one's female. Probably not, but that's the hope always. There's the other one. They're both putting out pictures. They're both doing great. And then down here we have our Berberger crossed with Robcantlii. No, Berberger crossed with. Oh, it actually has a. Yeah, it's Robcantlii. Berberger Robcantlii. So that's what this is, which I didn't name last time. It's actually doing really well now. So down here we have another picture, which is now dying, but yeah, it's doing really well. It's starting to grow new pictures. Everything's looking good. This is very much a makeshift box of just extra space. So I don't expect amazing things from it because it's not a great environment for them to be in, but it seems to be working quite well. So that's always a big plus. So here is something that I don't show anyone. This is an experiment that I did. I built this myself. It is a tabletop greenhouse. These plants were being cared for outside of this greenhouse. It's kind of like when you see an old person's house and they've given up on the back garden and it all grows all over the place and it's not pretty and there's nothing nice about it, yeah? But this is the tropical plant version, right? I just leave these. I made little holes down here. So there are holes all the way over. Everything's in a tray. So there's two huge trays in here. The plants sit within the trays. And then there's these captures, which came in handy when there was a bug. There was a fungus gnat problem, right? Which we no longer have. This is extremely humid in here all the time, 24/7. It's never not been humid. And it's got this single grow light over the top. This is very much, I don't open this at all, okay? So it is a mess, but I'm going to show you it because some people really struggle with some of the plants in here. Yes, some of them have died from random causes. Some of them I don't understand how they died, but also I can't really get in to view them and see why. So there are some empty pots in here, but this is starting to turn into a jungle, and it's an unkept jungle. So I'm just going to lift the top here of this makeshift thing that I've created, and you can just see just the absolute mess that is in here. It's incredible how many plants are just thriving being left alone. The humidity is high at all times. You can see the spider plants, they've actually put out runners to have new spider plants growing. The Calathea zebrinas, they're doing perfectly fine. You can see part of a Schefflera that was cut off is doing amazingly. There's a plant over there which is actually poisonous, which it is what it is. It's I think it's called a Tradescantia nanook, something like that. People really struggle to grow those. Mine are like bloody weeds. They are all over the place. They have absolutely taken over. And the purple passions, I've never seen them go so crazy. Like, oh, down, if I go down here, look at that. The purple passions are just going everywhere. You've got, what are these called? Earth stars. You've got freaking vines. Everything just, it's going crazy. And I'm doing nothing, literally nothing. I just give them water every now and then, and that is it. So, and I mean, they're sat in a literally dry trays right now. You can see that. The humidity is what keeps them alive. No effort at all. Literally just shoving water in there. It is crazy. So people at home who are scared of their plants and all of this stuff, if you have the correct environment and you just leave them, they will be fine. You just make sure that every time I look in here, I'm looking at the soil of the Calathea earth stars, not Calathea, sorry, the, oh God, what are they called? Whatever, the earth stars. And if that is dry, I will give them water. If it's not dry, I will not give them water. I don't water these for weeks and weeks and weeks, and they are just doing incredibly. So yeah, I don't know what you can take from that, but something needs to be taken from that, because this is literally an urban jungle. And there's one last thing that I'm going to show you, which is this frog enclosure, which needs a clean, okay? It needs a clean. It always needs a clean, because frogs are very dirty animals. They create a lot of waste. They need probably a bigger, more well-rounded enclosure. This is a bioactive enclosure. It does really well. There's no smell from it. The bioactivity is live. It's perfect. I just want to show you this bamboo has shot this out, right? It's shooting shoots right now. It's planted all the way back there, and it shot this massive shoot out overnight. I went to bed, I woke up in the morning, I looked in here, and this shoot was all the way out here. So I don't know how, but the bamboo grows incredibly fast. It's got shoots going all over the place. It's a little bit scary because bamboo is strong and unruly, but it's doing amazingly, which I thought it really wouldn't. It is in a sandy soil, so it is kind of the soil that they like. The bromeliads have all started to grow, extra bromeliads on them, which is just incredible. All of them have that. This one you can't really see, but if I move this, see there's another one just growing down there. It's incredible. And then this orbifolia is just going nuts. New leaves coming out, everything. The leaves are huge. It is towering over this umbrella now. This banana, which I didn't want it to do, but that's currently happening. You can see this bromeliad has another bromeliad. That bromeliad has another bromeliad. It's crazy. It is absolutely crazy. And then this pile of palm that looks like it's struggling, because I always struggle with pile of palms, is also putting out new shoots. So I just don't know what's happening. It's crazy. Everything is going crazy. It's amazing. Okay, so the last update I'm going to give you is just this quarantine box over here. These are the plants that got sprayed with pesticides because they had real problems. They are struggling, they are starting to come back. Some of them are dying. It is what it is. But I will give you a full update on this when they are back to full growth. And I would assume that will be about 2 months. So you will see some of the plants in here, but you won't see them for a while. Thank you very much for watching, and make sure you subscribe if you like this. I don't know if this is going on TikTok or YouTube or what. Probably TikTok, but thank you very much for watching. I'll see you guys in the next update.